Welcome to Just Your Average Podcast, episode
real,
56!
Real super fucking like, welcome to episode 56.
I escalated it, though.
No, you escalated because I started talking and you were like, I just fucking roasted his brain. I watched you try to speak. I feel bad. I'm
You're an awful human.
I never said it was anything else.
How you kids doing today? It's snowing out.
Fuck that.
Not really.
People are trash.
Snowed
like
yesterday,
slushing.
and it's slushy, so everybody's driving like assholes.
The group I was driving with, we were all going like 50 and staying together, and it was like, this is safe. If, if one of us spins out, the other one can just correct.
Like, we're all die.
Yeah, like we're a group.
We're gonna die. We die together.
We wouldn't let anyone coming off a ramp, like no one moved. It was like, this work is safe.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
gonna stick together.
Dude, I don't blame you.
It's fucking shitty out there, man.
At least we're not getting blasted like friggin' all the other places.
New York, upstate New York, and like Chicago
Like
and all
3
that shit.
feet or something stupid.
I wouldn't mind it.
Milwaukee, I
would.
think it's been snowing since April in Milwaukee. They've had like 4 blizzards, and it's just like, fuck this.
They're just
fuck
like,
this.
can we have some kind of heat?
Wasn't there snow in California?
Yeah.
Was it California or was it Nevada?
No, California had some.
Thought of a
I think
really
Nevada
good
did so.
idea.
What?
What if we take the fires in Brazil and put them in Milwaukee? Right?
No, you gotta take the ones from Australia because at least
Like,
all the
put-
cold people come from that.
Put Australia out and then light Milwaukee on fire.
No,
It'll
you're
balance out.
Well, now there's snow in
Balance the
California,
stupid
so it's
fucking
hopefully
budget.
getting all the forest fires out.
I hope California burns.
And sinks
I have to
into the
go
ocean.
in March, please.
But it's like, hey, this area is prone to forest fires. Let's build $1 million home
Yeah.
in it. Oh no, it's burning. How could this have happened?
It's like everything burnt to the ground. Might as well build again.
It's the governor's fault.
Hey, Arnold tried his best. No, it's fucking rich people.
Yeah.
No foresight. They just build, and then it's like, ooh.
No, they need something to waste their money on, so they're just like, might as well just throw it into the fucking fire.
Like, I saw this lady who was talking about, like, defending her home from the fire, so she built, like, a $30,000, like, water tank with hoses and shit in case her house catches on fire. And I was like, she was telling this tragic story, and then I was like, wait a minute. You had enough money to build
a water
to
tower.
build your own fire station on your property. Move.
Including,
you know? Like,
including in one of the parts of the country that has the worst droughts, and you
Exactly.
have to have water problems, but you have enough money to buy water.
and fill it and use
yeah.
it. And
It's a nice neighborhood.
she lived in the woods on the side of a mountain by herself.
She
and it's
deserved
like,
to die.
You deserve to have your house burned down.
You guys are just victim shaming.
I'm not victim shaming. No, that's Darwinism. That's like trying to build your house in the desert and then being like, where the fuck's all the water? This is fucking bullshit. You know? And it's like, no
Can't find my front door. It's just covered in sand.
fuck
Isn't it
that.
not safe to drink water out of cactuses?
No.
No,
It
it's
cause-
safe.
I thought it was.
No, it can cause, most cactuses can cause hallucinations. Like, pretty severe ones
Yeah,
that'll
that's
then
fine,
dehydrate you.
Then it's safe.
No, because then you're like, I'm in the middle of the desert. This is great. Wait,
Just,
where am I? I'm
At
dead.
least you're gonna die anyway, so you might as well go out tripping.
Just boil it.
You want to start a fire in the desert. It's 180 degrees. What's another 120 to bake it?
Like,
It
you
won't
don't
be
have
that
to
hard.
no,
All you
you-
do is get your glasses, be like, ding.
Yeah, you dig a small trench, right? Maybe a foot deep. Collect whatever you can to burn it, and put the thingy on it. That way the heat isn't
Yeah,
irradiating
but that
out. It's going straight
also
up.
means that you have to have a pot.
I assume if you're walking the desert, you are equipped well. If you're not, you're dead. Fuck you. It's your fault for getting lost in the desert.
That's victim shaming.
No, that's, again, Darwinism.
Darwinism.
If you're walking out
What if
into
your
the-
plane crashes?
That's a you
you
problem.
stick with the plane. You don't leave it.
Or you take it apart and build a makeshift place
Sled.
to live. Yeah.
Like Con Air. Build a cool motorized sled and get the fuck out of there. I love Mel Gibson. Not Mel Gibson. Nicolas
I was
Cage.
about to say.
I like Mel Gibson too.
Yeah.
Do you see Dragged Across Concrete? It's like,
Does new one?
not his new one, but it's by the guy who did Bone Tomahawk. So it's
Because
pretty
that's a
good.
classy name.
Dude, Bone Tomahawk is fucking...
I can't even fucking wear this.
The last Mel Gibson new one I saw was the one where he was like the dad.
I wanted to see that.
It was actually really good.
It's Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If it was
Mel
anybody
Gibson.
else, it'd be horrible. But Mel Gibson gives it his all.
Like the Rambo one, where it's like, Rambo's just trying to defend his property. It's
I
like,
won't even
fuck
watch
you.
the new Rambos, man.
Fuck you.
Look,
First
the
Blood
only
was
Mel.
so good.
What?
First Blood was so good.
Yeah, and then the rest of them were trash.
And then they were like, people like the killing, and it's like, no, people like the character losing his mind because of terrible things he did
And
not.
I guess the new one has like the most gore out of all of them.
Missed the point.
So of course, like now that we're in an age where it's like we can show titties on TV, it's like, all right, cool, we're gonna show blood everywhere.
Isn't it weird that Arnold started as the hyper-violent movie guy, then he transferred to like the deep thoughtful movie guy where he's like the zombie movie where he's like
Oh, Maggie?
Yeah.
That was really good. Have you
So
seen
like
Maggie?
Arnold is playing like the caring father, and then Sly started as like the deep emotional guy, like I didn't know what I was doing, man. And now, and Rocky, he plays like a mentally ill
Now he's
guy.
making all like C
Now he's
movies.
making murder movies and stuff like that. Dude, opposite ends. They flipped. Arnold started off as the Terminator. One of the first, not one of his first roles, but like definitely one of his first iconic roles. Puts his hand through a guy in like the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Well, like I wouldn't say that, and that's one of the bigger things is I wouldn't say Terminator is an action movie. It's kind of like how
it's a horror movie.
It's how the like Alien series went. It was like the first Alien was like a complete horror thriller.
Yeah.
The second one was significantly more action. That's the same way Terminator went.
The way it goes with the first Terminator, it's pretty much like a slasher movie you could think of.
Yeah, it's like Jason's chasing you.
Then the second one is like a survival movie.
It's
Second
definitely not Jason. It's like, oh god, what the fuck? Like Jason is like,
Jason's
I would consider Terminator Jason.
No, Jason's ethereal.
Yeah, but all right.
Yeah,
So
but Jason's just like that powerhouse that just keeps coming.
Jason,
That's
you
what the
can like
Terminator
shoot
was.
him in the chest like 50 times, and he's like, I don't give a fuck. And then Arnold, remember in the police station, he's just walking through, just taking bullets
Yeah,
and killing people.
But you at least know you can kill a Terminator. Jason, you can't kill fucking Jason.
See, that's the thing I love about James. Sorry to interrupt you, but the best thing
He
about
just leaves. He's
the
like,
best thing
"I'm
about
done."
James Cameron is look at the Terminator 1 and 2, and then look at Alien 1 and 2. Alien 1 was directed by what's his name?
Ridley Scott.
Ridley Scott. Then James Cameron comes in and he just does what he did with Terminator 2. He just makes a totally different movie, but it's still a fucking great movie.
Yeah, and then you have Alien 3, and it's like, well,
Alien 3
Alien
had some
3
good
was
parts.
amazing.
it was okay. It wasn't.
Get your hands off her, bitch.
No, wasn't that?
That's Alien.
That was Alien.
No.
That was the first one because Alien
No.
Isolation takes place in between the first and second one.
Alien 3 was the one when she got...
The queen
like,
inside her and she
yeah.
killed herself.
She turned
Oh.
into the thing.
The weird alien
No.
that gets sucked out the window.
That was Resurrection. That's the fourth one. Alien 3 is the one where she ends up with the face hugger. She has the alien inside her, and then she casts herself into the molten lava to kind of like, or magma, whatever the fuck it is, molten steel.
I can't remember Alien 3 at all.
Yeah, it was bad.
I remember Alien, Aliens.
I
and then
remember
that
not
one.
hating
Resurrection.
all the Alien movies.
The third one, I think, is the weakest out of them. Everyone likes to shit on Resurrection, but Resurrection was cool, if not for the fact of seeing a half-human, half-xenomorph that's like, Mama!
Yeah, that's dumb as shit though. At the same time,
It's dumb as shit, but it's also like,
Yeah, but that's what the
Because-
xenomorphs were. The xenomorphs like just like evolved
Adapted.
themselves and like
yeah, they were giant. No, they were little worms, and then they were giant starfish for some reason. Like, no, fuck all that bullshit.
yeah, that's dumb.
The half human,
I don't know.
half
All I gotta say is-
xenomorph hybrid is the fucking xenomorph.
Chris. Move your head a little bit. To
No,
this way.
the
That
xenomorph.
is the best alien design in any movie.
Yeah, that's the xenomorph.
But think about it. It starts off as a face hugger first, right?
Yeah.
And then it face hugs, not Ash, the guy, and then they're at the breakfast, and then he splits open, and
Yeah.
it turns into that. So
Yeah.
that's the human xenomorph hybrid. Then in Resurrection, when they try to do like,
Yeah, but
That
supposedly in
whole
Prometheus
bullshit.
and stuff, those things already existed.
which doesn't
No.
make sense either. I mean, it
Yeah,
does,
they
but it
have like
doesn't.
the sculptures and
I
stuff.
don't believe that.
What?
Have you,
I
you
can't-
haven't seen
Yeah, they
Prometheus?
do.
I have
have-
seen Prometheus because at the end of fucking Prometheus, they were like, "Yeah, this is the thing that's looked like the alien, had the mouth thing," and it's like that's fucking stupid.
Well, those movies sucked.
Yeah, they did.
The best part was Michael Fassbender fighting himself.
Yeah,
Just like stone faced doing like Matrix combat. I was like, cool, robots are cool.
Yeah,
And then the rest,
robots.
yeah, the rest of the movie sucked.
like
Michael Fassbender gets the shit end of a lot of stuff.
I don't doubt that you're right, but it's
You just
like
don't like the logic in it.
it's fucking ridiculous logic. It makes no sense whatsoever.
We
No
get time to
one's-
talk. It's yeah. See,
Kinda.
it's like a low evolution form of
No,
the-
yeah, that's at the end of the movie.
So then,
The
what
Prometheus.
what did the face hugger look like before it grabbed the first person on the mining ship? That
Oh, dude, it was. We mean an alien or Prometheus?
alien. I don't consider Prometheus
It
and
had.
the
It
other
was
one
like
canon.
just the fucking three
It was
fingers. I
just-
was like, ah!
It was just a face hugger, right? Though?
Yeah,
and
they're all
what-
face huggers.
What they do is they adapt the DNA, and it turned into that when it got human DNA. So I'm saying, like, what
Yeah,
was
because
its
it
previous
face hugs
form?
and the thing leaches into them.
Yeah, lays an egg.
Lays an egg. And
And it just
By the way, that scene is amazing. Only once. The chest.
Yeah,
burster.
after that, you're just
after
like,
that, you're like, here it comes.
here it is.
But that first time you see it, you're like, whoa,
And-
holy fuck.
And they didn't tell anybody.
Well, the best thing about that
for...
too is practical effects.
Yeah.
Well, they also didn't tell anyone else
They
in the
didn't
cast
tell-
besides the guy who had the chest burst
Oh,
pop
really?
out.
He was
Yeah.
the only one.
Everyone's
that-
like,
cool.
"What the fuck?"
That's why,
That's
dude.
awesome.
You see, like the black dude with the bandana, like legit gets up and is like looking, not like looking at the crew, not
Not like everyone
not
else
the
is
actors.
Imagine if like they did that and everybody's like, "What the fuck is this?" and just ruined
Well,
the
one
tape.
person was probably like, "Fuck it, what is happening?" Well, no, it's because he played it so well. Like,
Oh, what the fuck is his name now? Now it's gonna kill me.
you know, and then they start. You see the chest start breaking. So
I miss
good.
old.
Gary
movies
Oldman.
like that.
I think it's Gary. No, it's not Gary.
No, Gary
Oldman.
No,
Oldman's
Gary
not,
Oldman is not. He's in Leon the Professional. Gary Oldman's great. He's another one that's great in everything he's in.
I still think he should just continue playing Commissioner. Gordon.
John Hurt.
John Hurt. Yeah.
Oh, John Hurt's awesome.
They're all sitting to eat. He's complaining about like chest pains or like having
It's just
heartburn
like,
or
it's
something.
good to have food in my belly again, or
Yeah, and
something
there's,
like that. And he's like puking from the mouth, and there's blood and shit, and everyone's like, "What do we do?"
They're like,
Can you imagine seeing that in real life? Like you're on a movie set, and that starts happening, and you're like, "Oh god, he's having a seizure," and then you see his chest start like
That's when you're just like, and I clocked out.
run away as fast as you can.
It's like mentally damage all your actors.
out of any horror creature I'm afraid of, Xenomorph is probably one of the ones that I'm the most terrified of.
Yeah,
if it
because
were
no matter
real.
what, if you like attack it,
It's got the
it's
acidic
got the
blood.
acid blood.
Yeah.
But they learn you can just burn them.
Yeah, but we don't know that.
Technically it burns them. Technically it doesn't.
Well, in Aliens, they figured out like the best way to do
Yeah,
it. Just
fire's just a deterrent.
burn them into a corner, and then that movie's awesome when all the Marines come in and they're just fucking shit up.
Yeah, and then you're like, wait, why is Kyle Reese in this movie?
Oh man,
Game over, man.
in the pipe, 5x5. I fucking love that chick.
I
Is
wanna
so
watch
cool.
that. We should all watch that later.
Just sit down.
We can watch it and then do like reviews of it.
If you want to start doing like nostalgia reviews,
Well, that's what the
I have.
your average cult culture is.
I have a bunch of old movies that I don't know if you guys have seen or not.
I want you to be in it. Want you there, Chris?
I'm gonna stick my dick in your mouth next.
You should have started quoting like Brokeback, like "I can't quit you, Chris."
I can't quit you, Chris.
See, here's the problem. I'm the person who, like, if we're playing any gay, like, form of gay chicken, I'm gonna win. Either I'm gonna win or my dick's in your ass.
Chris will be the first one. Other Chris will be the first one to like
He's like,
bow
nope.
out. He doesn't like being hugged.
I don't like being hugged, but I won gay chicken so many fucking times.
Really?
If it's a joke, I'm into it.
Then
but,
I'd
like,
probably
if
be the
you-
one that's like.
Here's the thing: if you're hugging me as a joke, I play along with it. But if you're hugging me for real, bro, push you away. I'm a complicated person.
When you're hugging Chris as a joke, it's when he puts the leg around.
Yeah. and
When you're
jump
hugging
in your
you as a
arms.
joke, it's just when you like you thrust a little.
Just get in there, man. Power bottom, dude.
For me, it's just like grab you and suplex you.
That's my strategy if I'm in prison and I'm gonna get raped. It's like, no, I'm turning this around
It's
on
like,
you.
I'm gonna rape you.
I'm gonna get you in the corner. You're gonna be like, dude, stop. Like, like, no.
Yeah.
Did you come yet, motherfucker? Did you come yet? In the corner, just slapping my ass against his flaccid dick. Then everyone would be like,
He's
that
like,
kid's fucking insane.
Well, speaking of prison culture, what do you guys think of bullying?
Jesus Christ. Wait, no, that's not how that works.
Yeah, that's
That's
weird.
not prison culture. There's a difference.
It's not like you're in line and some guy slaps your nuggets out of your hand and he's like, nerd, and walks away.
They do that in prison.
No,
give me
it-
that. You
Yeah,
fucking,
and then they fucking stab the shit out of you
Yeah.
and rape you and fight you, and it's like,
it's like, give me your pudding. No.
yeah.
So
man.
I love the prison movies too. They're always like,
That's the way you do it. Just get in there.
instead of just looking for that one thing. It's like,
It's not, you live in the movies,
I
don't
know.
you?
You aim for the kidney and walk away.
You just get up and in.
Yeah.
they're always just like.
That was
What's
a
his
very
name?
sexual noise, by the way.
There's this comedian I listen
That's how
to.
we jerk off.
He tells a great story about being in a riot in prison. And the way they would tell a riot was about to happen is they go, yo, Mexicans got on boots. Because it's like, why would you wear your boots out into the yard? You're there to play basketball or handball. They're wearing their boots so they can stomp your foot so you're like, fuck, and then stab the shit out of you. So, yo, Mexicans wearing boots. So shit's about to go
And that's
down.
when you're like, can I go back to my cell?
That's when everyone starts making a knife out of a pen or something. Like,
They're like, oh, God damn it, not again.
yeah, straight out, like, put your head down and just do this.
It's like, just
So
look
Chris
away.
just runs around. He's like, ah, ah. Just run to the guards. They're trying to get me.
The guards are like, and solitary.
I mean, this is gonna sound terrible, but I would run to the biggest, whitest guy and be like, "Same team, same team." You know, like...
Oh shit!
Wouldn't you though? Like, fuck, man.
I mean,
it's all racially based gang culture. It's like I'm a small white kid.
At that point, I just want to be put in solitary confinement, so I don't have to deal with anyone else.
I know. I would be like, I'm gonna cut myself,
and that's when they're like, all right, now we gotta put you in the box.
Chris like gets to the point where he's just like stabs like right there. He's like, don't make me do
don't
it.
Make me do it.
And the guards are just like, bet you $5 you won't do it.
It's Epstein's guards.
And he's just slow.
They like hand you a real knife and they're like,
no, do it.
Chris just starts like from here, so it's long, and he cuts it the wrong way. I never got that though, like cutting down.
It's because it goes into your arteries.
Is that just because you're supposed to cut like all right there?
Yeah, you're just supposed to tear all your arteries up. It's harder to like sew and fix. If you cut it like this, you could just sew it back together. Like you might slice a single artery, but whatever. But if you fucking go in and
you have to cut the blood off here.
Yeah,
and then you have to then pull
have
all
you ever
that
seen,
skin.
Like, real photos of people?
Yes,
like, it's fucked up.
I've experienced. I've experienced someone cutting their arms open. It's not fun.
Yeah, I choose not. I don't think I could ever work up the will to kill myself.
Yeah, you know.
If you were to kill yourself, what way would you do?
What?
That's 5 cents.
Yeah, but you crush it up, makes it easier to recycle.
No,
they won't take it crushed up for some reason.
Fuck that shit. They change it once a week.
It's because they have to read the thing. They have to read the barcode. Anyways, how would I want to kill myself?
We're just gonna put. Can you grab the recycling bin, please, and bring it over here?
Dude, definitely frostbite.
Why? That sounds horrible.
No, because after a certain point, like, either frostbite or drowning yourself.
Jesus
no!
Christ!
Yeah, drowning yourself is simple because at that point it's like going to sleep.
Do you know drowning is the very worst way to die?
No, drowning in a hot fire later would be the worst way to die.
Alright, there's a YouTube video I gotta show you where it's
a
video from a guy's GoPro as he drowns. It is quite possibly it keeps me up at night when I think about it sometimes.
Isn't like your insides just like failing and like
No,
bursting?
you start to go insane because the oxygen gets cut off to your brain, and then you go into panic mode and you start screaming, which puts water into your it's quick, but like the last couple minutes are just like sheer. It doesn't hurt, but like it's just like and then you die.
At least with like burning to death, it's painful. But how long before you like just die from lack of breathing?
Most people don't die from fire; they die from the smoke inhalation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know, if I were ever to do something, I want to jump off a very high thing and just be like,
dude.
Yeah, because if you're going without a parachute, you'll have a heart attack because your body knows it's gonna die.
I read a lot about suicides.
We're already in fucked up territory.
So I read about this girl in Russia who jumped like 300 meters out of a building, landed,
and lived,
got up, then pulled a knife out and slit her own throat. That's
brutal as fuck.
Yeah, man.
Just don't jump like Midsummer. Never jump feet first.
If I were gonna go, bottle of wine and a bottle of sleeping pills. Take the pills, drink the wine, you get drunk, you fall asleep.
That's actually, yeah.
It's the safe. There's a chance it won't work, but it's like darn, it didn't work. Just do it again, you know.
No, I'd probably still jump off something.
No, fuck that.
Out of the car.
And we are not glorifying killing yourself.
No, if you're gonna kill yourself, contact someone. Obviously.
You're gonna see the phone number for suicide prevention because
like I've put a gun to my head and been like, this is it, man, and then it's like when you're actually about to do it, you're like, fucking you pussy out. So like you would get to the edge of the building and be like 1, 2, nope, you know.
It's like I was watching Cheers last night, and it was when Frasier was up on the ledge because his wife cheated on him and stuff and broke up with him. Yeah. And he's like, oh, I'm so glad you came. I was just gonna pretend to faint and fall into the building.
yeah.
Like. And that's something I want to press to kind of like end this one off. It's not
more depressing talk.
Yeah, it's not a matter of like pussying out. It's a matter of taking the high road and saying that you actually you're willing to like keep going on with the shit.
Committing suicide's the most cowardly thing you could do.
Yeah, don't say that. Just. Dude,
it is.
Suicide's a long-term solution to a short-term problem. Whatever's bothering you, whatever makes you want to kill yourself, I guarantee in like 5 years it won't be an issue.
There's also a tomorrow. There are people that care about you. So talk to someone.
I should have one dude that just lives in the single apartment, doesn't talk to anybody, goes to work, comes home, nobody likes him.
That's me.
That's why you watch this. Watch this. We are your friends. You can talk to us.
Don't say that. That's how we wind up like crazy guy. outside the house with a knife, like, you're my friend.
We already have crazy people watching.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but then they can come on
Hi,
the
Matt,
show.
and AJ, and Carlos.
Leslie?
I know you're still watching this shit, Carlos.
I hope people watch.
Do you still follow him?
My personal channel, I think I do.
Personal channel, personal account.
Did I talk about the stalkers that I've had in my life?
We're gonna get to that in a second.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a stalker?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
I've
Alright, no avoiding the Carlos thing. I'm like...
had 3.
I don't think I have. I don't know.
I know, like, I've tried to, like, look at the Share Player 1 and all that. Nothing.
Yeah.
I know he blocked me. Like, I definitely... I struck way too hard of a nerve.
Yeah. Shit happens. We're all adults.
I get called
we'll
out.
over it.
I'll call you out. I wasn't doing it to be an asshole. I was doing it because I was just tired. Sorry, dude.
Anyway.
You have stalkers?
Had stalkers. 3 that I know about.
Okay.
Because I took a test in high school to see what job aptitude bullshit it was, and I got clergy, which I took as I'm not a religious person, but I think they're saying you're charismatic enough to become a cult leader, kind of thing. Because like I've had a couple stalkers.
I can see it.
In high school, it was like this one chick who was like super into me, and she used to leave me presents on my doorstep every morning, like as I would leave to go to school.
What type of present?
Just like little things, like a lighter, because she overheard me saying I don't have lighters anymore, like a bottle of hand sanitizer, because I used to be like super into using hand sanitizer all the time.
You still kind of are.
Yeah, candy, and she found out my favorite candy was lemon heads, so there'd be like lemon heads and stuff like that. Little notes like I love you, your secret admirer, and shit like that, and I was like, alright, this is innocent. And then another one did kind of the same thing, and they started doing it together. So I had like 2 girls
concurrently.
Yeah, like working together to stalk me. And then the third was like a 50-year-old man who used to deliver pizzas to my house. And I remember the night I saw him, I was in like my sleepy pajama pants, right, and just like a t-shirt, and I ordered Domino's, and I was like, "What's up, dude?" You know, because I was a little high, a little drunk. And he literally went when he saw me, and I was like, "Oh no!" You know?
He's like, "I want to fuck your mouth."
And then he like didn't talk
Little
much.
does Chris know his dick was just hanging out of his pajamas.
Possibly.
That's why he looked down and was like, "Whoa."
Yeah, maybe. So like, he knows where I live. He knows my address. He knows my name. He finds me on Facebook and types, I shit you not, like a 2-page Facebook message, just about like. He found my YouTube channel, which is Sex with Wizards, which I don't really do much anymore.
Go check it out.
Don't really. It's my personality on film, so it's a lot of... We do
terrible shit.
A lot of horrible
If you have a good
things.
sense of humor.
Yeah.
If you get offended easily,
if you watch this and you're not offended yet, go watch that, come back and tell us what you think.
The quality is so low. And we're all like dumb.
What's
like,
the charm of it?
Anyway, yeah, it's lower than this. Anyway, so he fucking watches all my YouTube videos, and like, there's a running joke in my YouTube videos where me and my buddy John pretend like it's. I always play the chick because we need a.
He's cute.
We need a girl, and every single time we're like, okay, so in this one you're getting raped. Every chick's like, nope, no way. So I was like, well, if I want the rape jokes, I gotta be the girl, you know. So I would just play the chick because I wanted my jokes in the sketch, and he was like, it's so cool to see like young gay people out in the market, and I was just like, shit, you know, it's not even I can be like, bro, I'm not gay because there's like 20 videos of me getting fucked, you know.
No, all you gotta do is be like, I do it for the lulz, man.
Well, I was just like, thanks for your support, is what I said, and then like, I used to go to Jillian's, which is this local dive, and he would go to Jillian's.
Wait, I worked at Domino's. What did he look like?
Fat, older, tall, balding. His name was Tom. Tom Walls or something like that.
Oh, no, he might have been there before or after me.
It was definitely after you, because it happened when I was like 23, 24.
Oh, yeah.
So
that's some weird shit.
I would play trivia with my parents, and we'd be playing trivia at Jillian's, and I'd be like, yo, he's here, and my dad would be like, where? And I'd be like, right over there, and he'd look, and he'd see him, and then the guy... Because we would sit near the bathrooms, he would like come out and go the long way around, like basically loop around our table to get to the bathroom and shit like that. And then my aunt died of cancer, and he sent me a text that night while I'm sitting with my extended family, like the night she died, sends me a message on Facebook again, and is like, hey, I'm sorry to hear about your aunt. And it's like, no one knows that yet, so you're listening to our conversations. And then he wrote me another like 3-paragraph long thing about how he kicked a dead seagull into a fire once and it made him laugh, and I was just like, that's really cool, dude. And then he was like, so are you single? And I was like, I'm not single. and then because I was dating someone, and he was like, "Oh, I'm glad you have a boyfriend," and I was like, "You fucking asshole! It's not a boyfriend."
It's like, yes, her name is Jennifer. She has a lovely vagina.
I was like, yeah, whatever, you know, like, and then I just blocked him, and then like 2 weeks later, he hung himself.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it was that guy.
Yeah, so it's like I had a stalker, I rejected him, and then he couldn't go on living without me, so he killed himself. That's how awesome I am.
Yeah, it definitely beats any like stalkerish things I had. I just had like a crazy ex-girlfriend that would like
fucking...
make fake AIM accounts to like try to like egg me on and find out why like I dumped her and stuff, and just do really crazy things.
Good job, Chad. Know how to pick him.
He fucking killed himself after I rejected him. Like, holy that's a lot of weight to put on me. I didn't need that. It's another reason don't kill yourself, because it hurts other people. Like, it really affects everyone
That's what I'm saying.
else.
It's the most cowardly, selfish thing somebody could do.
We need to take a hard right turn out of this fucking...
Well, speaking of dying, what
Why? Why is that the segue?
Because it's speaking. I like this.
What animal should just kill us?
Should kill us, or what animal do we want to be killed by?
Viruses.
We can
Viruses
do both.
are dead. They're not animals.
No, viruses are not dead. They're living
No,
organisms.
what animals out there should just attack us and kill us?
Like,
And then we could do the other one you said.
I mean, animals that should kill us? I guess whales. We were kind of huge dicks to them throughout history.
No, I'm saying more logical, like the ones that are just around us all the time, but they're just like...
House cats.
I mean, mice and rats are doing a pretty good job of wiping us out.
That's
I
not
think
mice and rats. That's the fleas that come on them.
I
yeah,
honestly
but
think...
the fact that they can survive it and perpetrate it is kind of like...
It's weird.
Maybe they know
I
they're
am
doing it.
honestly surprised that squirrels haven't just like...
Squirrels are dumb as shit. Have you ever seen squirrels, like, function?
Yeah, but imagine if you
Barely.
had like the one smart one being like, you guys fucking want food. Fuck these humans. They have so much. Let's just take them
No,
out.
dude, that's raccoons and possums.
Yeah.
Raccoons have opposable thumbs. They can do shit.
Dude, imagine getting a fist fight with a raccoon.
It'd be really easy. They're only like 20 pounds.
Yeah, but what if it does like Yoda?
You just kind of step backwards until it tires itself out, and you just thrill it.
Yeah, it's like this tall. It's gonna tucker itself out in 3 seconds
Yeah,
flat.
just like, oh, it's jumping at me. This is silly. And
It's
then,
like, oh, it jumped at me. Caught, need, trash can.
That's like I was telling you about a dream I had. Like I had a dream that, not about squirrels,
You
but
smell good.
me.
Him.
I always smell
I just caught like a whiff of them. Yeah, you take like 8 showers in a day. And I'm just like...
I just am very thorough.
Anyway, I had a dream the other night that I was driving down the highway and every single lamppost there was a bird.
Oh, yeah.
Then all of a sudden, all the birds at once just lifted up off the lamppost, just started attacking all the cars and all
Like
the people and stuff.
It's the
Hitchcock.
birds,
The
yeah.
birds, yeah. That movie's corny, but there's some scenes where you're like, this
Yeah.
is legitimately terrible. Like, when she's trapped and they're just slamming into the glass, and you're like, what would I do? I'd freak the
Yeah,
fuck
after
out.
a certain point, you're just like,
I'm gonna die.
Great.
And then they all stop for no reason, and everyone's like, why did they stop now? Like, what do we do? Is it gonna happen
Yeah.
again? Like, fuck. That's a pretty scary concept.
that's how you do a real movie compared to, what was it, The Mist? Or...
The Mist?
No,
Okay.
what was the other one? The one, Signs? The one where the fucking plants are the ones that are...
Oh, The Happening.
That happened.
Yeah.
That movie sucked.
That's how you
balls.
do a real, like, fucking psychological
You'd be a
thing.
good director. Not talking shit about M. Night Shyamalan, but
You can talk shit about him.
he's more like a pulp, kind of like a Tarantino-esque filmmaker, where it's very basic storytelling, but he does it in a cool way. Like, Signs is a good movie. Sixth Sense is a great
It's
movie.
a great movie.
I'm a big Ed Night Shyamalan fan.
I'm not, because he ruined Avatar.
That's not his fault. I blame the committee.
That was
No, that's a lot
that
of
was
his fault.
studio.
I
meddling.
blame studio, because, like,
Yeah.
when you watch his stuff that he's making, like Unbreakable, like where it's just him with a small studio and he's directing it the way he wants to, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, when you go to make a movie like Avatar, there's gonna be studio meddling. And it's just gonna fuck you over.
I know Max Landis is
It's like-
in social justice jail right now.
What did he do?
He made some comments about a lady or something.
Oh, great.
I don't know. I love Max Landis. I know you don't like
I don't
him.
like him, but there's a video.
He's a super cool guy.
There's a video of him online explaining, like, I wrote the script for I, Frankenstein, and it's a pretty okay script. I'm not going to say it's amazing, but 90% of my script was changed by producers and executives. And that's
kind of what happened to a
works.
lot of the stuff he directed. But he made a show, Dirk Gently.
Yeah,
It was on, I think it was on either Sci-Fi or BBC.
probably sci-fi.
But it was an amazing show. It has Elijah Wood in it.
Yeah. I remember seeing previews. I think it might be BBC.
I think it was BBC. But it's by far one of my favorite shows, but it got canceled.
It's like Firefly.
Then again, Firefly was fucking
Yeah, it was awesome.
brilliant.
Yeah.
But the new Picard show is just Firefly.
What?
Star Trek Picard.
Don't watch it, dude.
It's Firefly, dude. I was watching the Red Letter Media and they were explaining the trailer and stuff, and I'm like, before they even mentioned Firefly, I'm like, they're just fucking doing Firefly.
Okay.
The random girl that is a superpower, and she's like the key.
Now, what part about that plot is boldly going where no one has gone before?
It's like the whole time they're
part
like,
of that
she
plot
does the
is
karate
seeking out
kick.
New civilizations. What part of that is doing diplomacy between the Federation, the Klingon Empire, and the Romulan Star Empire?
See, he's a super Star Trek nerd, so he doesn't like super action.
That's because I like Star Trek better than Star Wars, so I agree with him.
Yeah, Star Trek is slow, methodical, diplomatic. Even Kirk, everyone's like, Kirk was fucking green. No, he was. I mean, he did. But Kirk was a level-headed commander that would choose the right situation. Picard is just an old Englishman with a French last name that, like, when he talks to people, you fucking listen.
Yeah, because you're like, wow, he's French and English.
And he's fucking, like, the episode where he has to defend that Data is sentient.
Yeah.
Because Starfleet wants, because he's just a machine, must dissect his brain and figure out how his brain works. And Picard takes the defense and is like, no, Data needs to live. And Riker, who's his best friend and second in command, is told by Starfleet to argue against him being sentient. And Riker's like, look, I gotta do what I was ordered to do. And it's a fucking amazing episode. Yeah. New Star Trek is punch, hit, kick girl, beating up the Borg, Picard going, snap, you know? And
see, the one defense I'm gonna try to put to Picard, I'm really hoping they're making these trailers to go to, like, a general public, but then the show is gonna be more... And that's what's sad about having the advertised things.
They knew how to get me to pay attention by showing the Picard Vineyard. If they hadn't shown the Picard Vineyard, I'd be like, fuck this show.
But you know that's gonna be the first...
The Vineyard.
At the end of...
All Good Things starts with Picard as a retired man at his vineyard.
Oh, okay.
All Good Things is the last... It's a two-parter. It's the last episode. If you're going to watch any Star Trek, watch All Good Things. It's fucking amazing.
But that's like this... I guarantee you that's going to be the first 20 minutes of the show, and then the rest is going to be, like, off the vineyard.
But then, like...
It's going to be them showing up to the... I guarantee the scene when he looks at the vineyard, and all of a sudden, next scene's going to be like the ship coming down and be like, we need you.
We need you for one last job. And then he puts on his mask and cocks his shotgun and is like, let's do it. And then, you know that music, the Kill Bill walk music. And then Picard will do, like, kung fu and, like, beat up a Borg. And he'll be like, how? And he'll be like, been training. You know? And it's just like, fuck you.
Dude, Sir Patrick Stewart, I'm sorry.
I love him. And
he's great.
Dude, have you ever seen The Green Room?
No.
It's so good. Basically, it's a movie about a punk band that's trying to find, like, venues
they're just
to go
being
play.
a punk band.
So one venue cancels on them, so this guy's like, yo, you can go to this other venue.
Play this backwoods biker bar.
But then it ends up being like a skinhead bar.
White
supremacist bar.
So they play Nazi Punks Fuck Off by the Dead Kennedys, and you can guess how that goes over.
Like a fart in church.
And then,
but then they end up, like, going to their dressing room and they see somebody, like, getting killed or something?
They walk in on a murder. And then the guy's just like, well, we can't let you leave. And then the rest of the movie is this, like, punk band, like, creating improvised weapons to, like, fight their way out of this.
And Patrick Stewart's, like, the main
Nazi.
guy.
He's the main Nazi.
It's fucking a great movie.
And I'm stealing this joke, but the way I watch that movie is it's young Scotty in the holodeck with old Picard, and they're acting. It's like Picard he's like, I want to play a Nazi. You know, like, holodeck. Load program file Picard Nazi 345.
I don't know. Patrick Stewart did really good. He was fucking brutal and dark in that movie about, like, everything.
You want your laces? Then go out there and kill him. Like, such a good.
The whole fucking skinhead mentality is just fucking stupid.
It's just...
Skinheads basically started with the black people back in fucking what was it called?
Yeah, yes you are, because that sentence was dumb as shit.
No,
skinheads started with black people.
It's like, yeah, okay, no.
All right.
The ideal, like, the concept.
Dude, it's a fucking knockoff of Nazis.
It's based off the American Bund, which was the Nazi movement in America.
Can we just kill people who like, identify as Nazis, please?
Freedom of speech. It's the United States. Like, they can be a Nazi if they want. Just don't hurt anyone with your Nazi-ness. Because if that's the case, then we have to get mad at the people that are black supremacists, like the Black Panthers and stuff. Because if we can't have white supremacists, we can't have supremacists at all.
I just don't like extremists.
I mean, I guess so, but now you're oppressing people, and now you're the supremacist.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but then we have to kill you.
Go for it. You can try.
See what I mean, man? That's that circular logic. Just live and let live. That's all you gotta do.
Or this is what we do. We expose everyone to high levels of plutonium, and then we weed out the people who die first.
Yeah, nuclear war, man. I've been fucking advocating it since I was like 18. World War III, bring it on. My entire life has been like lived like every day I wake up, I'm like, here it comes, you know? I don't need a credit card, the world's gonna end. Here it comes, come on, please.
He's gonna be 90 years old, it's like, called it.
Like Venice.
Well, regardless.
Oh my god.
The skinheads
Were
started.
you wrong?
I don't know. I'm just reading the Wikipedia. But the
He's
skinheads
impatient.
didn't start as a racist thing. It started as a working class movement in London. But then, just like everything,
An extremist group takes
Yeah.
hold.
because I've met a lot of non-racist skinheads.
That's such a weird thing.
When you get back, I'll tell you a show about the living room.
Jeez, I ran into a couple.
No, but a skinhead member is a subculture originated among working class youths in London, England in the 1960s. It spread to other parts of the United Kingdom, with the second working class
Close-cropped
skinhead
shaven
movement
heads.
emerging worldwide in the 1980s. Motivated by social alienation and working class solidarity, skinheads, often shorted to skins, are defined by the close-cropped or shaven heads of working class clothing, such as Doc Martens and steel-toe boots, braces, high-rise, blah 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 blah.
Oh no, so it came to a head in the 1980s in West Germany when fucking skinheads, who were mainly Nazis, fought against the left called Antifa, which, can we just please, for the love of God, stop with the whole Antifa nonsense? Anti-Fascist Action Network. Can we just stop? Like, the left and right are way too fucking polarizing
hold on.
at this point, and it's disappointing.
I have my proof of what I was saying. Skinheads were instead drawn towards more working class outsider subcultures, incorporating elements of early working class mod fashion and black Jamaican subcultures, including elements of the early working class mod fashion and black Jamaican music and fashion, especially from Jamaican rude boys.
So what you're saying is, it started off as a lower class movement, and you think all black people are lower class. That's why you thought the skinheads were started by black people?
No, it's the truth. And that's why I think it's so funny that I turned into such a fucking racist, like,
I don't know,
horrible
man.
thing.
People are weird.
No, but I remember I went to the living room and they had a bunch of there was like a group of skinheads that weren't racist. They were actually really cool guys. We were partying with them the whole time at the show. And then these group of like wicker guys came up with like one black kid, and they were calling him racist and doing all this shit. And they ended up getting in a brawl, and the fucking skinhead kids destroyed the other kids.
So what you're saying is you want to be a non-racist skinhead?
No.
Is that why you shaved your head, dude?
But then, horrible hair.
Yeah, you
No,
did.
but then there was a fucking kid that was probably like up to here on me. I saw him drop kick a kid in the face, and it was hilarious. Then the other people came back with bats and everything, and that's when the big ass security guard at the living room had to come out and be like, "Yo." Me and my friend Paul just sitting back, be like, "What should we do?" And I'm like, "Oh, let's just fucking sit here and watch, man." Like, I ain't getting involved.
It's been a dark podcast. I'm into it, though.
Yeah.
I got a lot of dark stories.
Speaking of dark,
I'm trying to actively not let, like, the other side of my brain just be like, yes, follow the darkness. Because I'm, like, on the inside, I know how fucked up I am.
dude, just let it flow, bro. Me and Chris let it flow.
let
Definitely not. Like,
Let the hate flow through you, man.
I'm trying to, like, keep at least a real, fuck it. God, it's a low standard,
Just
but it's
finish
still a
that
standard.
beer and then we'll talk.
No, absolutely not.
You want to talk about small animals we've killed?
I've actually never killed an animal.
Good for you. What about you? Can you?
No,
Bugs,
I never have.
Bugs don't count. Okay, well, fuck you guys.
There's
I don't believe in sport hunting.
I do.
I believe in hunting for food and sustenance, but
Yeah.
I don't believe in, like, I'm gonna kill an elephant because it's for fucking fun.
No one kills elephants.
Yeah, they do.
No,
Why
when?
would you kill a giraffe?
Are we gonna have this argument again?
Yeah.
Are we gonna argue about the black giraffe again?
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
black giraffe, Asian giraffe, sterile. It's killing all the virile males. How do you deal with that? You kill it.
But that's a different story.
Yeah, but that's their
not
their
hunting.
life,
But-
man.
and you get someone to pay $500,000 to kill it because they want to keep it as a trophy. But all they do is keep the head, and then the body gets chopped up for meat and distributed to the villages around the area.
Right, but-
what is wrong with that? You added food, money, and
No,
awareness.
because now it's changed from being something along those lines to being something along the lines of, I'm gonna go kill a lion because I think it's cool.
No, that's the way it used to be. Now it's been heavily regulated.
It's a circle of life. Shit happens. Let the animals figure themselves out. If they extinct themselves... Let the population
extinct themselves. Let them extinct themselves. That's
their problem. We're doing that to ourselves. No animals are helping us.
Because they can't, and we're higher. We went to the moon. This planet's ours. We're allowed to do whatever the fuck we want.
A monkey went to the moon, too.
No, they didn't.
They went into space, at least.
Yeah, went into space and we came back a charred mess.
Yeah, but we went to the moon and we came back.
Same with Russia. They let a dog die in space.
Yeah, but, like, hey, let's see what space does to people. No, let's send an animal first. Animal testing in that sense makes sense. Animal testing with makeup products is just fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But like testing miracle drugs and space travel on an animal, it's like, why waste a really smart... Because you have to be really smart to go into space to begin with, so why waste that?
Wait, I don't believe
in You don't have to be that smart to go into space.
Did you ever see Armageddon?
You have to be the smartest and the most physically fit. Legitimately,
all you gotta do is be physically fit and just push a few fucking buttons. Let him go push a few buttons.
You hear about the guy who was coming in for an entry and his auto-landing nav computer went out,
but
so
that's coming in.
He opened the window and piloted it, and he was doing math equations with a piece of chalk on his dashboard as he was piloting this thing in, and he successfully landed.
But here's the thing. I'm not saying that they have to come back.
I'm saying...
Just fucking launch the fucker up. It'll be fine. Who gives a shit at that point?
Did you ever see Armageddon? They trained fucking... What are they? Engineers?
For like 2 years.
That was such a bad concept.
I love how completely impractical.
I love how Michael Bay yelled at Ben Affleck for being like, this is stupid. He's like, shut the fuck up.
We're paying you to do this.
I don't know.
Because Ben Affleck's like, shouldn't you just train the astronauts how to do this?
Yeah, just train the astronauts how to drill.
Smart enough, I'm sure it'd be easy.
But this is a movie. And anyway, Michael Bay might either be like the dumbest person in Hollywood or a secret genius, and he knows exactly what he's doing.
Dude, the dude makes a lot of money.
He knows exactly what the fuck he's doing, or it's like, why do we just keep giving him money? You know, like
go watch Epic Rap Battles of History, Alfred Hitchcock versus Steven Spielberg, because they bring both of those, Stanley Kubrick, Michael Bay, and Quentin Tarantino. All 5 of them are in the rap battle. It's super quantitative to this.
I think of that caliber of people.
The both of you so fucking much.
I think the biggest hack out of those people, arguably,
Steven Spielberg.
No, I was going to say Tarantino. He's a one-trick pony.
Yeah,
it's just his trick is really good.
Yeah.
But other than that, you can't. He'll never make a rom-com. He'll never make a.
Absolutely not.
He can't branch out beyond. The worst part, I haven't seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood yet, but I know every single fucking story beat.
Yeah, you're gonna know the steps.
Because it's the exact same fucking movie again.
Since Pulp Fiction, yep.
Whereas Michael Bay is like, you go there and you're going to see all your explosions, and it'll be fine. And you're like, alright. But like, I don't know, it's like Tarantino has a smug arrogance, but I'm a filmmaker, and it's like, do the same thing over.
That's Stanley Kubrick.
Kubrick made The Shining, though.
Yeah, but he also had them do the same take 127 times.
No,
like, that's
to get the art. That's
though.
Dude, you should hear about Jackie Chan's work ethic.
I don't want to hear about him.
The reason his action is so good is because they will spend an entire day filming a 5-second scene.
Who's that?
Jackie Chan.
Jackie
Chan.
Oh.
Inside joke. Yeah, what was I saying? Like, have you ever seen Paths of Glory? Paths of Glory is a great World War I movie by Kubrick. Then he did How I Learned to Stop Fearing the Bomb and Love It, Dr. Strangelove. Then he did Shining. Like, all widely varying fucking amazing movies.
Yeah.
Hitchcock made a bunch of fucking great movies. Spielberg made E.T. and Schindler's List.
And then War of the Worlds is trash.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, but he made fucking...
The first Jurassic Park was good.
Great.
The other ones, not so
much. But then Tarantino, Kill Bill.
To go back to Tarantino...
The first Kill Bill. And Pulp Fiction. Both very good movies.
Inglourious Bastards is great because...
Inglourious Bastards is amazing. That's my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie.
The only part I like is the end. Because I was sitting in the theater and I was like, is he really going to kill Hitler? And then it ends with them like blowing Hitler's head up with a machine gun as everything's burning around them. And I was like...
No, but a lot of the reviews for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was like, it's a good movie, but it's a
Tarantino film.
It's like a generic Quentin Tarantino movie. There's a lot of talking.
A lot of racist stuff. A lot of like, just like very...
And they fuck Bruce Lee over in that movie too, I guess.
I mean...
Have you seen it?
No, but I know the story beats, so you're going to see a scene with Bruce Lee, and your brain's going to go, well, Bruce Lee would win, but it's Tarantino, so he's
he
going to lose.
It's not even that. I just think they made him super cocky and super like arrogant.
I heard he was.
Really?
In real life.
To a point, he had the opportunity to be.
There's no footage of him ever fighting in a tournament, except for one footage that someone filmed without his permission. And they're in the full pads, and it's like a fucking, kick punch kind of tournament, and he's like, ba-ba, and dropping the guy he's fighting in like 2 hits, and then he kind of like does the cocky thing, but then he helps him up in round 2, and he just kicks him once in the head, and it's just like, fuck. Bruce Lee was tough as shit.
Bruce Lee was a fucking animal.
Yeah.
If there's one person who was ever alive to be cocky, Bruce Lee should be able to be cocky.
What about the Ip Man?
Yeah.
I know those movies are just propaganda as fuck, but that fight,
I haven't
1
seen,
versus 10, it's like...
I haven't seen all those movies, but I remember watching like a fight scene where he's like in a prison or something.
Yeah,
Really
in the mud.
Cool.
Yeah. No, that's the Raid 2.
Oh, it was an Ip Man movie. Where he's like, prison
IP
or
Man?
something.
Yeah, or Yip, or whatever.
I call it Ip
I don't fucking care.
It's Yip in Chinese, I think, and that Americans call it Ip, and then people who call it IP, because, like, come on, it's IP, man. You know? I don't know, I watched all the movies, and I thought they were fucking really good martial arts movies.
Yeah.
Like, dumb as shit. That 10 versus 1 fight where he fucking grabs the guy's leg, kicks the leg out, and then rolls over him with the other leg and just breaks his hips. It's like... like, just break the dude's rib cage.
Imagine being that badass. You could just like concentrate so much that you could take on like multiple opponents at once.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's a matter of concentration. At that point, you're just letting yourself
You're just
go, and you're just
going
like,
with
you're
it.
just doing
Yeah.
what you like. You're letting your body just like.
It's like,
all right, I'm checking out. You handle the subconscious.
I don't know. In a way, you definitely need to concentrate though in the counterattacks and all that stuff though.
I don't think so.
I mean, you watch UFC fighters, and they're getting punched in the head, but every so often you'll see them do like a feint into like a 3-hit combo, and you're like, oh, they are kind of planning it as they go.
Yeah.
It's not just an all-out brawl.
Yeah, but it's like just a shitty.
I mean, it's not fucking
framework.
Ultra Instinct, man. People don't just like let
Why
their
did
body.
I know you were gonna say that?
He showed me that Broly movie, and I was like, it's okay. And he was like, but look at this. And I was like, it's okay.
For the latest Dragon Ball movies,
it's a step in the right
fucking
direction.
great.
It's a step in the right
But
direction.
like Ultra Instinct was phenomenal.
It's the only way they could beat Jiren.
Oh,
They had
what,
to come
Ultra?
up. Yeah, it was they had to come up with some sort of plot device.
Yeah, but it also makes like something ridiculously unattainable that's like, oh, you have to work towards this again. It's like
Yeah,
they're never gonna reach it.
It's just Super Saiyan. You know what I mean? It's just Super
It's
Saiyan.
beyond Super Saiyan.
But it's just Super
Yeah, but we
Saiyan.
coined
You
the
know?
token for Super
Yeah.
Saiyan Indigo.
Yeah.
We called that beforehand.
Yeah.
Before it actually happened, we were like, Super Saiyan Indigo.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. And his hair turned like the indigo color, and we're like, yes!
And then everyone's like, Super Saiyan Blue evolved, and we're like, it's Indigo. Shut the fuck up.
I wish they called it Indigo.
Yeah.
Dude,
But then that's just... It just gets retarded at that
Well,
point.
it's fucking
you know?
Dragon
It was
Ball.
retarded as soon as they were like,
Dude,
Super Saiyan God,
should've-
Super Saiyan!
I do
should've-
love how they made Vegeta stronger than Goku at the end of the tournament, though, because he evolved into the Super Saiyan
Well,
Blue.
when
But
he
it's all-
slaps Beerus, and then they have that scene because Beerus slaps Bulma or whatever, and then
Yeah, and
gets
Vegeta's
pissed.
just like, no.
And then they cut to Roshi, and he goes, "At this moment, Vegeta is more powerful than Goku." And then they cut back to the fight, and you're like, "Cool!" And then Vegeta gets his ass kicked.
Yeah, but
and you're
even
like,
at the end of the Tournament of Power, he ends up becoming stronger, because Goku isn't stronger than him without Ultra Instinct.
yeah, but whatever.
Ultra Instinct's like the
Okay,
low
Is it shown he can reach evolved again?
Probably
Vegeta?
Whatever Toriyama
They didn't do
decides.
it in Brawly.
It does
Exactly.
Actually, no, I think they might have.
No, they didn't.
Dude, it doesn't fucking matter, because in a week later, Toriyama will have forgotten everything that happened and then just write something new.
He'd be like, Super Saiyan Platinum!
Did
And it's
he-
like, wait, what?
He forgot. People ask, why isn't Super Saiyan 3 a thing? And he literally went, I forgot about it.
It's like, oh yeah, that's right, that was a thing.
To
He's
be
just
fair, Super Saiyan
writing it
3
as
is
he-
garbage and drains their power way too
Shut the
fast.
fuck up. No, it doesn't matter. It's
That's
a
Super
cool,
Saiyan 2.5.
It's a cool
No,
transformation.
they actually, in Dragon Ball Super, I believe Goku talks about Super Saiyan 3, but he says like it drains their power level
No,
too
that's
fast.
Toriyama going, hey guys, I forgot, here's the reason why.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, retcon.
It works though, because even in the
You
fight...
gotta
Yeah,
tell...
but you gotta remember, in the fight versus Boo, where you turn Super Saiyan 3, you can either look at it as life was draining because he was running out of time, or Super Saiyan 3 was draining his life force so fast that his time ran up way faster than it should have.
Or you could look at it from the people who work with Toriyama in interviews going, Toriyama walks in and we have to remind him what was happening in the episode before. Because Toriyama, after Z was supposed to end it.
Yeah, that was
That's
it.
why it was
That was-
called Dragon Ball Z.
yeah.
They kept telling him to come back, and he's completely checked out. He walks into the office that day, goes, we're fighting a pink thing? maybe it turns people into candy. And there's an episode, you know, like.
Then they brought him back and they were like, GT, and he was like, cool. No. Goku turns red.
No,
and gets
he
a
didn't
tail.
do GT. He made character. He made the character designs for some of them.
He saw what they did with GT and went, I need to fix this.
And then it was like Super.
Then Super came out and it's like, dude, 3 tournaments in 1 season. Okay.
You know what's hilarious though?
He was like, just let me stop.
Super takes a lot of hate, but I guarantee you, if Dragon Ball Z came out now, it would probably get the same hate as Super.
Dude, I remember watching it on TV and being like, dude, here comes. Goku's gonna punch Frieza this episode, and then nothing happens. And find out next time what happens.
No, but I guarantee you, people wouldn't have the patience now. As
that's why they made Kai.
Yeah, Kai took out all of the long.
Kai sucks.
I don't think it's.
If you want to get the basic storyline, it's good.
No, the double-edged sword of that is that Kai falls more along towards the lines of the actual manga because it came out... Like, you can read the manga faster than you can watch an episode. Well, because they have to draw it out.
You're actually right about that. Kai is based on the manga more.
Yeah.
Well, it's because the episodes were coming out faster than the manga.
But I'm a dork.
So that's why the Piccolo Goku driving a car episode is a thing.
Which is awesome!
Yeah,
it is, but shut the fuck up!
That's why we're dorks and we like seeing characters doing their thing.
But then there's the
But that's the problem with Bleach and stuff. Like,
I can't do Bleach, I can't do One Piece, I can't do Naruto.
You won't watch Bleach either, right?
I've read Bleach and I don't need to watch it because reading it was better. And Naruto, honestly...
Everyone says it gets good, and I waited.
I don't want to watch something where they're like, it gets good.
You know, if you can, all you have to do, if you literally, it's like Dragon Ball. You can skip the filler, and it's like a super fluid and a very well-rounded story.
I got up to the fight where Kakashi's the one-eyed guy, right?
Yeah, he has the one eye, but he also has a Sharingan.
And he's fighting Zabuza on a bridge.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, we're gonna see some like real ninja shit. It's about to pop off. And then it doesn't. And I was like, damn, they just throw like some kunai at each other and then talk back and forth, and then the episode ended, and I was like, fuck this shit.
Yeah, and then the next episode, it's literally Haku versus Sasuke, and it's like, wait, the kid can make ice mirrors and teleport between them, and Sasuke's like, I have a Sharingan, and then gets the shit proceededly kicked out of him.
I was like...
Could I ask you guys a serious question?
Yeah.
No.
What's your top 5 animes?
Oof.
Alright, so I'll go from 1 to 5. Naruto...
Is your favorite?
Yeah, absolutely. Naruto... Can I include manga?
No, it's
animes.
gotta be animated. Movies count too. You can add movies to this list.
Oh, that makes it easier for me.
Like you do like Akira and stuff.
Yeah, Naruto, Akira, Attack on Titan, Dragon Ball Z, One Punch Man. God, what the fuck did you do to my notebook?
It's us trying to draw Chris.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
that's mine. Cowboy Bebop's not bad, but like...
Well, it's because it was the first one I saw where I was like,
what
Japanese
the fuck
anime.
happened?
What?
The white balance went off. I think it's because you held the notebook.
Yeah, probably. So I would say Bebop is my number 1 because
it's phenomenal.
It was amazing. And then I guess my number 2 would be Gurren because again, it's fucking amazing.
Ooh, yeah, but dude, Sailor Moon has to be on that list.
Sailor Moon comes in 6th. Put it that way. If it's top 5, I like shonen stuff to an extent. I like mecha way more than shonen. So like, Mobile Suit, the original would be my number 3. Actually, you know what?
The later stuff.
Mobile Suit in general.
It was just 1 through 5
until they start doing 3D stuff. Like I guess up until Wing and maybe a little bit more after. But like the whole tale of like Chars.
Wait, like Mobile Suit Gundam 259.
Yeah, Requiem for a Dream or whatever. Yeah.
What about Evangelion?
Eva's in there, but Eva is weird because like it was so good and then it became a thing. It became a thing.
Now they come out with a new movie
again,
which I really hope it's a sequel to the end.
I liked
just don't do it.
It ended the way it was supposed to.
Yeah, the end was fine.
Right. Ghost in the Shell. I like the movie
I've never seen
the
Ghost
anime.
in the Shell.
The anime was pretty good. Second Gig was pretty good. The episode where they
fight him on that. It was really
the episode where they tell the story of the sniper that joins Major, and it's like he's just an American sniper and she's like a PMC, and like they have this sniper duel for an entire episode, and it's like legit, like they're checking wind, the temperature has everything, and it's like really well thought out sniper fight. And I was like, this show is actually like deep.
They actually thought about this episode.
Yeah, they put a little effort in. I like that. And then animes that I really I liked Ippo. Hajime no Ippo is a boxing anime.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I really liked Hajime no Ippo.
What was that movie we watched the other day?
Red Line.
Redline's really good, Chris. You should watch that. It's like a racing movie, but it's just there's so much shit happening.
It's like
dude,
you can
gotta
explain
put
it
Street
later.
Racer on your list.
Dude, Redline is like twisted metal, anime, interplanetary conflict, bioweapons, slavery.
How long did it take? Because it's
mafia.
all hand drawn.
8 years.
Yeah, of course it is.
Between
It took
like
8
three
years.
guys to draw hand drawn like perfect.
And for you to have 3 guys doing it, that's worse. That's
when you
harder.
when you edit this, can you put like a picture?
No.
Thank you.
Redline's
It's
an
not gonna
amazing
happen.
movie.
It takes 2 seconds.
You think it takes 2 seconds.
I do it on my cell phone.
That's not. That's basic editing. I love you.
You're lazy.
I'm really not.
Anyway, my top 5. No surprise, my favorite is Dragon Ball.
Idiot.
Dude, it's just I love it.
It's
It's so
Great.
good.
It's
It
all
is
personal, so I
great.
can't look at him and be like idiot because
No,
like, it's
this
on
is
my
definitely-
list too.
DBZ, yeah.
No,
right.
this is definitely all personal. Like, I
Yeah, like
guarantee you,
these
you
lists
guys
aren't
will
like best of best.
stare at me
Oh
and be
yeah,
like, why?
my list might sound super pretentious, but those are just the animes.
Yeah, like
I
this is all
enjoy it.
personal. Tell us what you like in the
I
comments.
like Samurai Flamenco too. You guys have no idea what the fuck that is, but it's weird and I like it.
No, but Yu Yu Hakusho, I know you
I
think
liked
kind
it.
of shit off at the end.
It got so bad when they lost their money.
You never saw Yu Yu Hakusho.
I watched part of it on fucking
Adult Swim.
Yeah,
It's so good.
It's your basic kid learns he has powers, tournament. You know, like DBZ. You know,
I love it. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
okay.
Chris doesn't like that.
I never got into Full Metal.
It's so good, dude.
I understand. It's just not my cup of tea.
I love Bleach. I didn't mind the filler because I just
No.
like the
The
characters.
filler's bad.
No, if you're invested in the characters, that's all the filler is. It's finding out more about different characters and everything.
No, they do plenty of that.
But
It's
My
fine.
Hero Academia,
I haven't seen that yet.
It's-
It's supposed to be good.
it's so good.
My thing is, like, I don't want to watch another story about a kid getting stronger through friendship.
It's
You
no,
know what I mean? Like, I've seen that story a billion
it's
fucking
not
times.
really him through friendship. It's more of him just like pushing himself to like the max.
Oh.
He uses
You're like,
arms
oh,
and
just
then
like
his
everything
legs.
else, just like Yu Yu Hakusho.
Exactly, but
Remember Yu Yu Hakusho, the scene when he's like in the thing with Lady Gaga or whatever her name was, and puts that thing in her stomach,
Genkai,
and puts that thing in his stomach, and
she
he's like,
takes her spirit energy
Yeah.
and puts it into him and makes him writhe in pain for 3 episodes.
Yeah.
While fucking they try to fight Togoro's team. Or no, we watched Togoro's team fight, so that's like 2 episodes, and we're like, we get it. Togoro's really tough.
I'm gonna put a disclaimer. I have a shitty memory, and Chris has a memory of a fucking elephant. So.
An autistic savant. I can't remember my social. But I can tell you a very detailed description of every episode of.
I
Yu
can
Yu.
explain to you what happened in episode 3, minute 26 of Yu Yu
Listen, I can
Hakusho.
tell you the difference between a ranged attack and a ranged touch attack, depending on armor value. But I cannot tell you how the fuck I get home. I just drive and I wind up there.
I drive and somehow I wind up in my driveway.
Have you guys ever seen Desert Punk?
No.
I haven't seen all of it, but it was a pretty amusing anime. It's one of those cheeky ones.
Fuck, Kill la Kill should have been on my list.
Kill la Kill was great. I thought about it, but I went with Gurren instead.
I regret making my choices now.
Kill la
Why
Kill.
don't you guys have Cowboy on yours?
I have Cowboy on mine.
Yeah.
Cowboy was my number 1.
That's your favorite?
Yeah.
Cowboy's good, but like
Cowboy's an anime I can start up on any episode and enjoy.
I
Well,
never
that's
got
the thing
into it.
about Cowboy. It doesn't have like the streamlined storyline.
does.
There's like no in that whole fucking run. There's like 3 or 4 episodes that actually
All right,
maintains
it's
the
20
storyline.
But if you pay attention, he's constantly talking about his time with the mafia and all that stuff.
Yeah, I
He's
know, but you don't
constantly
need to
talking
watch those
about
episodes.
Julia.
There's like
He's constantly talking
there's
about
like
Vicious.
3 or 4 episodes that actually go to the plot of the anime. Then there's like I'm not saying it's bad.
It's because the plot of the anime, it's kind of the way I look at Aqua Teen. Like, they're like, you want to make this show, it's got to be about something. Okay, let's watch a guy try and redeem himself for his atrocities. And they're like, perfect. And then they'll go, we'll do that 4 times. The rest of the show is just going to be this crew in space dealing with things. Like the Aqua Teens. It's just 3 pieces of food who are supposed to solve mysteries, and they literally ditch it 30 seconds into the first episode. And it becomes gold.
Have you seen Space Dandy?
Space Dandy was pretty great.
Heard of it.
He's a dandy guy in space.
It's done by the exact same guys as Bebop, but it was made for an English-speaking audience, so watching the dubs is the correct way to watch it, not the subs.
And I've never watched the dub, which is funny enough.
If I'm gonna change out 2 of my things, Dragon Ball Z is gonna be changed out for Dragon Ball Z Abridged because hot damn is that one falls better.
I kind of like the voice of Vegeta better in Abridged.
I like the story aspect
I
of
liked
Abridged.
Abridged, but
Which is when they get too full of themselves at the end.
they got way too up their own ass, and it's like, dude, not every line needs to be a joke. You know what I mean? Not every line needs to be a snark. It turns into a Marvel movie where everyone's just making quips back and forth.
I agree with that, but it also, I feel like it does better. If you strip away most of the jokes, it does a lot better than Dragon Ball of being more true to their characters.
Well, yeah, it shows Goku off as a horrible father. Vegeta's the only one with semi-common sense until he doesn't have it.
Until he's like, I'm gonna go fight the thing that's gonna kill me.
I love the fucking the movie where they're fighting the androids in the Arctic and the glacier gets split in half and Vegeta, thousands of years I've lain dormant, and then like
Goku's like, hey, best buddy.
Piccolo's like, I did that already, and he's like, God damn it, and, you know.
Yep.
I thought that, like, it's cute, but it's like every time there's a joke, like the muffin button thing, I was like, come on, man.
The muffin button thing was early on enough that...
But it was a warning sign for me where I was like, oh, we're going for a little random.
It was definitely like, you didn't need that in the Frieza saga.
Yeah, you didn't need it, and it was just like, that's an easy joke, and I guarantee it's gonna get spammed. Like Ghost Nappa's funny because it shows up randomly.
Yeah, but they finally
but now they do
killed
specials on it though.
Yeah,
like there was a few specials they did with Ghost Nappa that weren't bad.
Fine. I don't care. They killed it.
Did you guys ever see Samurai Champloo?
Yeah. Oh.
The music in that?
So good.
Who's the guy who does the music? Like News Jabez or something
I don't know, but I remember seeing Samurai Champloo and being like,
have you ever seen it?
That hip-hop, there's something to it.
It's like, not lo-fi hip-hop, but it's kind of like...
What the fuck is lo-fi?
Like,
it's like a super mellow, just like cool beats.
Chill.
I just don't care.
I go to sleep to it sometimes when I can't sleep. It relaxes you.
I just watch YouTube videos and podcasts. Not this one, though, because I can't listen to my own voice.
I listen to 911 calls about kids calling in as their parents are getting murdered. There's like a 10-hour compilation.
And on that note...
Speaking of kids, let's talk about the fucking YouTube Kids controversy going on.
Yeah, this is crazy.
No, we actually need to talk about this.
This is what we can finish on.
Yeah, we'll finish on them monetizing YouTube in a weird way.
It's not really monetizing YouTube on a weird way. I understand it, but it's way too double-edged of a sword for it to actually mean anything. So what we're getting at is the whole... the COPPA thing. So basically, Child Protection Online Act, I think is what it's supposed to be. More or less, if you produce kid content, or like your channel can be...
What they deem kid content.
You're not going to get like monetized.
Yeah, 90% of your monetization
gone.
But the problem is, like, if they find people that are doing kid stuff and they don't go to that, they're going to be fined like $34,000.
Let's say we didn't spend the first hour of this episode talking about suicide, and instead we're talking about toys we want to buy.
Yeah.
The algorithm would find that as safe for work. But then we swear like sailors, so then it would instantly demonetize us and mark us as not safe.
So
for
we're
work.
gonna have to put a disclaimer. This is because it's no. But the thing about this is it's 13 and up. We can put videos like this about. But if it's anything that's supposed to be like 12 and down, we need to put that it's built for kids.
That we would have to.
If the algorithm deems the fact that we have toys center stage, which hopefully this alcohol will set it off. But like, let's say they're like. The algorithm,
this is wrong.
Yeah, the algorithm sees like DBZ and Ash and stuff like that, and they're like, those are toys. Toys are for kids. This video is for kids. But here we are talking about skinheads were actually black people or whatever, you know. So like the robot
full circle, man. Yeah, full circle.
The robot says it's okay, but then the viewer goes, "This is not friendly for children," and then we get a strike.
The thing I'm not. Part of me's not like I feel like we're going about this the wrong way, but there's a lot of times Riley's watching like YouTube videos on the kids thing they have,
and they get weird as shit.
And there's the fucking things that do Peppa Pig where you have like the fucking screen just go crazy and there's like death coming around and stuff. And I'm like, stop watching this, Riley. This is supposed to be the kids'
Elsa
YouTube.
goes to the dentist to see Spider-Man and gets stabbed with needles and stuff
so,
like that.
That just means you need to do a better job as a parent
Instead
of sitting your kid in front of YouTube, because the easiest way for you to look at it and just be like, well, I can put her there and she'll watch it.
Chris,
because no matter what.
Have a kid.
Yeah, it is totally.
Okay, but here's the issue.
Have a kid.
No, I don't care.
Have a kid.
I was raised...
Because after a certain point, you can't just put them in front of something that's going to, like, autoplay stuff.
I understand that.
Like, I'm not going to throw my kid in front of YouTube because I know it's a cesspool of shit.
Yeah, but YouTube has the kids version.
But that doesn't mean anything.
And that's why... No, it does. That's the point I'm trying to make, that I'm not too mad about this. But I feel like they're going about it the wrong way with finding people and doing
I agree
stuff.
They're going about it the wrong way, but you can't rely on there being...
And you shouldn't
an off-brand.
You shouldn't like not monetize kids programming because like that's a lot of YouTube.
I think
there's going to be less kids stuff. Oh, sorry, there's going to be less kids stuff now because people aren't going to be making as much money off it.
I think this is more vindictive and this isn't about protecting children. I think this is YouTube looking at PewDiePie and going, that guy's a fucking billionaire off our bullshit, and we aren't getting 90% of his money.
That Ryan toy review makes the most money of any...
And he won't be able to do it the way he used to.
That's why they're getting all that merchandise now.
So I think it's literally YouTube looking at their content creators and going, y'all making too much money, we need to make that money. So we're going to put up some new bullshit policy where we take the money out of your hands and give it to us. That's what I think it's literally about.
But on the other end, YouTube, love us. Monetize us.
You're not gonna though, YouTube, because you're evil.
Because we keep saying fuck, shit, ass, taco, and they're like, you guys curse.
What were you saying the other day, Chad, about...
That one definitely just got bleeped out.
Yeah.
I'm not even mad about that.
Here's the issue. Again, I'll say this. I honestly don't have a right to say anything. I don't have kids, so I can't speak 100%. But it funnels to that moment of, like, if we play Minecraft, which we might, if we play video games, which we do... Shut the fuck up. Like, just let me
They got me and Chris both look at each other like, no.
But it's like...
I got the tism, but not that hard.
I mean, you don't know. Sorry, we'll play Roblox. It's more Chris's speed.
Thank you.
But
Roblox doesn't get the respect it deserves.
Tricky Towers.
It's just... You can't throw your kid in front of something and be like, here.
Yeah, but I was raised by the TV.
Yeah, but the TV is different compared to YouTube.
Alright, I'm gonna help myself a little bit in this.
TV is 1,000% more regulated.
Me and Patty give Riley like an hour, maybe, of using her phone or the...
Why does she...
Tablet. Because my aunt gave her a phone to use YouTube.
Can it make calls?
No.
Okay, well, there we go.
She just can go... It's the Wi-Fi thing. You just go on Wi-Fi. But we give her like an hour to go on it. And she likes YouTube because she gets very bored.
Did you set up parental controls to the extreme?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not idiots.
I mean...
That's why I'm saying, like, we have the kid thing on, like, random shit, like, disturbing stuff comes on.
I understand.
I don't know.
I get where you're coming from.
But you gotta give your kid the freedom to be able to do what they want.
You can, but not at 5 years old.
I mean, at 5 years old, I found a porno mag in front of my house. Like, how the fuck are parents supposed to...
But that's a different situation.
Chris.
It's kind of the same thing, because kids don't leave their house anymore. So, discovering internet porn...
Yeah, that's worse.
At 5 years old, I'm pretty sure... Well, that's a story for another day.
Yeah, that's a story for a different episode. Or not at all.
I had a very interesting childhood in kindergarten.
Yeah, join the club.
Yeah.
But it's like, at 5, like...
My childhood was normal.
I spent a lot outside.
It wasn't.
It was fun. But, like, with the advent of the internet, there's so much more that comes along with it that we haven't had the opportunity to look into, and it's a shitty fucking situation.
Well, I just think YouTube's panicking now because they're like, we're getting in trouble for this.
Oh, it's not that they're getting in trouble, it's they're realizing, oh shit, the content creators are making more than the corporation.
It's an edge on both sides.
I'm telling you, it's based off the bottom line.
And the problem with this is a lot of people end up just going to Twitch. Mm-hmm. Thinking, like, I don't want to have to go to Twitch.
No, dude, it's Mixer.
Yeah, dude, Mixer's the shit.
Fuck is Mixer?
It's Microsoft's version of Twitch. Like, people like Shroud and
Ninja.
Ninja went there, and it was like, thank God, Ninja was cancer.
Yeah.
But, like, Shroud went, and I know some people that aren't know Shroud personally, and I'm not going to say anything, but it's looking like Shroud is probably going to come right back to Twitch as soon as his
your contract is up.
He made a lot of money, and I do not blame him for switching, but I don't guarantee, but I have a very strong feeling he's gonna...
Yeah, there's no reason for him not to go back to Twitch. Twitch has better views.
It's a better system.
It's stable.
It's a lot... If you can find Twitch streamers that, like, the audience refuses to TOS them.
Yeah.
So, like,
What's
it's
that mean?
Terms of service. Like, you can't say the word retard on Twitch. But they're streamers that say retard all the time, and the audience they've cultivated is like, why would we report him for saying retard? Like, you know...
But it's way too fucking shitty of a situation for me to actually speak 100% on, because after a certain point it's just like there are plenty of other services we could be on, but we're not, because YouTube is the biggest.
Well, it also boils down to like the whole like Facebook is allowed to censor people because it's a private corporation, but it's also Facebook is now the town square, so
everyone can say whatever the fuck they want.
Unless Facebook says you can't.
I just remember we had a friend that's like, why don't you like live stream on Facebook, and I'm like, I just hate Facebook.
If I deleted mine, it was the best decision I ever made.
Facebook's cool because like it's where I find a lot of my news.
That's the worst place to
No,
go
not-
for news.
That's like saying
Alright,
I have Fox News and
Alright.
CNN playing
Hold on.
24/7.
Let me backtrack a little.
You
Not
fuck.
real news, video game, movie news.
I just go to 4chan for
Reddit.
Yeah,
video
but
game.
4chan's annoying because I need to go on the web browser and all that. Why can't they just have an app?
They
Just
have
go,
a mobile app.
Go to
You said they
Reddit.
didn't.
It's called 4chan X, and then you go on the website, and it makes the mobile. It makes. Dude, I'm not even gonna do it right now.
Again, just use Reddit.
Nah, Reddit's trash too because
He doesn't
Reddit's.
like Reddit
Yeah,
'cause
but don't
it's
go
all
into the
bunch-
fucking comment section. You're fine.
Yeah, but Reddit is all like based on your opinion, based on what you say, your opinion becomes more valid. So like you could be saying something completely
I don't
wrong,
say
but everyone will
anything.
upvote it, and then that becomes the correct opinion, and it's like that's wrong. Whereas 4chan is just everyone's posting anonymously. It's complete chaos.
Everyone hates everyone
And
all
it's
the time.
fucking
If
awesome.
4chan ever got like a mobile app as good as Reddit's, I would definitely use that over.
I'm telling you, 4chan is the best place. Everyone's like, dude, racism, sexism, misogyny. It's like for every person that posts one thing racist, there's someone directly countering them.
Yeah, but it's anonymous, so you can just like fucking
Exactly.
attack
You
the
can say
person.
whatever the fuck you
Yeah.
want. It doesn't even have to be something you believe. You can just say whatever you want.
You know what's funny?
It's fucking
Like,
awesome.
remember back in the 90s, like all the shit we used to call people?
Yeah. Disappeared. Is one of my favorite insults, and it's gone.
Unfortunately, Chris is gonna bleep that out.
I don't. It's the best.
I just cut that entire section.
Dude.
No.
Calling someone
And, no, here's
No,
the reason
me-
I have to do it. It's because that
He knows
that'll be
why.
I know
significantly
why.
harder.
I
Yeah, but-
understand exactly
Yeah, and
why you have
Me
to
and
do
other
it.
Chris had a conversation the other day about how much we love saying.
Come
Chris
hang
is
out.
looking at me. He's like, "You make my life so hard."
I'm just gonna cut all of this out.
No,
Like
you're
you're gonna
gonna
You
see
know
it
what
come
else I
back.
miss saying?
You need to bleep exactly
no.
where we put.
I miss saying.
That's where it cuts back in. That's where it fucking cuts back in.
Bleep that out.
No, like what? Like retarded. Like, do you have that on
Retarded's gone.
buildings?
Well, retarded is an actual word. It's not using your full mental capability.
Yeah, but then they're like, "This is offensive."
I've worked with retarded people. I love retarded people, but they're
My
retarded.
mom used to work with them, and I used to work with all the little Down syndrome kids, and they're amazing.
They're cool.
They're
as
so
fucking
fun.
people.
They're always happy,
They don't know the world is an evil place.
and
But-
they just want to play. And they
But
just
you
wanna...
know what? They're retarded. Sorry, luck of the draw.
Chris is getting so mad.
I mean, you can get mad, man, but like.
I'm not getting mad. I'm just sitting here and I'm waiting for like the moment where I can cut back
My
in.
thing is, the second you start policing language, you start policing people, and then once you start
Like,
policing
imagine if
people,
you lived in Massachusetts and they passed that bitch law.
that would have been fucking. You can't.
that would have been a joke.
You're not allowed to limit people's speech, even if you don't want to hear it. You're not allowed to limit speech. It's just
Like, put it this way: of all the words you're gonna make illegal, why would bitch be the word? Why not do the N word, the
because
the FAG word, and all that?
you could spin it as sort of like a racist thing.
What, more of a
Bitch?
sexist thing?
Sexist, racist. It doesn't matter what the liberals try to spin it as, and I mean like real, not like the left-wing Democrat. I mean like the real liberals, like the ones that started the French Revolution and all that bullshit. The French Revolution. They at one point in time were banning printing presses that were speaking out against the revolution. Like, this person isn't a revolutionary, and guess where he'd wind up the next day? Fucking head cut off because he didn't say the right fucking thing. He didn't speak out against the monarchy. He didn't police his language correctly.
Can we talk
like,
about how political parties are ruining America, and everybody should just be an independent thinker and just go upon what they believe instead of trying to like come themselves over to the
real weird episode.
parties?
Or we can all just agree democracy doesn't work. Hot take.
How about the fucking what's it called party? Oh fuck, I'm dumb, so dumb. I'm so dumb.
Which side of the aisle, left or right?
When you're voting, they have the
Democrat, Republican.
no the fuck.
Libertarian, socialist,
Tea
communist,
Party.
Green Party.
It's not the Electoral College.
The Electoral College is necessary to spite what everyone says.
It's a necessary evil for our shitty fucking system.
It keeps LA and New York from dominating the country.
Yup. There are only 1 million people in Rhode Island, Chad. California has what, like?
First of all,
Almost
Rhode Island has a
300?
bigger population than Ohio and all those Kansas
Right.
and all that.
So therefore we should tell them how to live their lives. 'Cause
yeah. By the people, for the people.
Right, but what if the majority of the people aren't acting in the majority? What if
LA...
What if LA and New York decided a new law is everyone has to get an abortion? The thing is,
they do the same thing. They do... Oh, the Electoral College, like this state, if the state wins, the fucking president's gonna win.
There are swing...
It's the same fucking thing. No, swing states are bullshit.
But swing states can wind up purple, not red or blue.
It's all stupid. You know what else is stupid?
Democracy doesn't work, man.
Thanks for watching.
The Roman Republic had it the best.
Don't you put your hand up. Thanks for watching Just Your Average Podcast.
Chad's a little fucked up tonight, huh?
I'm Chad. That's other Chris. That's main Chris.
Main Chris?
He's my main boy, and you're my other boy.
Because he fucking destrored the audio. Oh my god.
It should be Chris 1 and Chris A.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I don't... What the fuck happened this episode? Just go follow all of that shit. You'll see it on screen. That was a good awesome one. You'll see everything on screen, Instagram, all that shit. Comment, like, subscribe, touch yourself, not others. Come back next time. Fuck. Bye.
One of my favorite episodes.